Did you know? Trust Fintech's advanced GST compliance software, designed to reconcile the ITC up to 97%, accurately eliminating the challenges of manual Excel reconciliation of IMS versus to be versus purchase register. Trust Fintech's innovative GST compliance software will deliver the reconciliation results into 20+ buckets versus 4 to 5 buckets of average of what peers provide. Trust Fintech tool is also designed to help you stay ahead. It analyzes your own GST filed data to assess the potential of future GST notices. This allows you to take necessary actions in advance and prevent such notices from occurring. Trust Fintech is one of the most affordable GST compliance solution. ISO 9001 to 7001 and ACMMI Level 5 certified company, with the global footprints of 25+ countries. We are committed to make your GST compliance simpler, smarter, affordable and efficient. Thank you for watching.
Hello everyone, warm welcome to all of you to the SoftGST webinar organized by Trust Fintech Limited. For today's session, our speaker is Mr. Nitin Paliwal sir. He is a General Marketing Manager at Trust Fintech Limited. With his deep insight, today's session will be both informative and engaging. Over to you, Nitin sir.
Thank you, Ranjit. I hope I am also audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Sure. That we exclusively design for complete compliance, GST related compliance generation, preparation, and up to its return filing activity. So it's a complete solution for your GST returns, exclusively typically for the banking and financial service limiteds. So I mean, typical to banking or financial services industries, the typical functionality or kind of the configurability that we have provided in the solution, which helps a lot to manage the compliance for banking industry exclusively. So this is a very high level functional view of the GST solution. So as a bank or as a financial institutions, we have a first of all, multi-office organization structure. The multi-office organization may be within state or maybe in multi-states. So depend upon the type of organization structure also, the compliances will be depend. For example, like if the institution is having within state presence, then typically GSTR1 and GSTR3B, these two monthly return is required to prepare and file. But in case if it is a multi-state, then definitely there is GSTR6 is an additional part apart from GSTR1 and 3B. So one side your organizational structure, your multi-locational presence through your multi-locational offices. So all the transactions that we cover up in our solution, and all that data will be further complied in a GST compliance format, and from the same solution platform, you will get the platform to upload the data on a GSTN site, and it will helps you to even do your return filing activity also. So there is a communication between the CBS, the legacy system, that is CBS that you are using, and in between our GST solution and the CBS. And similarly, the GST solution will further connected with the GSTN site also. And apart from your regular GST return transaction, the relevant and the related functional transactions or module also we are providing, which is integrated with the GST, like asset management or maybe the procurement management, right? So typically this solution covers your income transactions. From the income transactions, it will generate the GSTR1, it will support your expense transaction, so that the 3B, I mean ITC will be get calculated, and based on ITC we can system will generate the 3B. And typically for a multi-state, the IST transaction is also carried, and based on that GSTR 6 will be get generated. And in support to all this, e-way bill and e-invoices, e-invoice module is also you will get as a integrated part, as an integrated module, and depend upon your functional requirement, you may further extend it to the fixed asset and procurement also, right? So in a core module, that is a GST solution, we are taking care for getting prepared GSTR1, all your invoice related transactions, sorry, all your income related transactions, which will be B2B and B2C. And for that, even credit notes options are also there. Then your expense side, and for expenses side, we have the purchase invoice entry. There we have a reconciliation option in between the purchase invoice and the GSTR 2B, which is available on GSTN side to get downloaded from GSTN side, and then do the reconciliation, and for based on that computation of the ITC, and get prepare the your compliance monthly compliances. So this is typically that we are providing in the banking in this soft GST solution for the banking industry. Now let me directly take it through the it's a completely a browser based application. And when you log in into the system, you will get typical administration, then GSTR data, GST return, right? So GSTR data, where we can process all the raw data so that the data will be verified, validate, and as per the GSTN format, all my compliances will be get generated. And once the compliances get generated in a GSTN required format, then by using GST return module, we can upload the data and do the return filing activity directly connected with the GSTN server. So first part is the GSTR data. Now let me first I mean give you the idea about the GSTR1. So for typically for the GSTR1 in a banking industry, regular income data from branch side for the different services that is required. Secondly, in case if the I mean financial institution banks using delivery payment channels like ATM, IMPS, UPI. So in that case, the acquired transactions will become in GSTR1. Then third is your miscellaneous incomes. Uh, for the different services, or maybe for different even products also, which we are not regularly dealing, but as and when, most important thing is on those services or on those good, the GST is applicable, so those will be also need to be addressed on the GSTR1. So first part is your regular income related transactions, or income related service related transaction, which is happen, or which has been usually managed at the branch level. So at the end of the month, the entire all those transaction will be exported from your CBS or legacy system, and that will be processed in the utility, and that utility will convert all the transaction into invoices. So all those invoices will be, I mean, income invoices will be the part of the major part of your GSTR1 will be get dumped here into the system. Second, the NPCI transaction, that is the acquired transaction for a different channels like IMPS, UPI, RuPay. So all this channel wise, you can just import the NPCI acquire file. So that data is also become the part of your GSTR1. And other miscellaneous income, as I said, those you can generate, or you can manage by manual sales invoice entry also. So by taking typically this manual sales invoice entry, system helps you to get generate manually such I mean miscellaneous income transaction so that you can able to generate the invoice also, and the same income record will be automatically, I mean its GST will be automatically get calculated here by the system, and you will get the same record to be dumped on your GSTR1, right? So once from this multi-source of data which is required to get prepared the GSTR1 is now available with your system, then immediately we can get generate the GSTR summary, right? Now once the GSTR summary get generated here, you can verify it internally. For further verification, we have report section also. There also you can generate, GL based reports, which you can tally with your legacy system GL reports also, right? So that the data which has been exported from your legacy system and now the part of the GST solution, our GST solution, so that you can verify whether the entire data is going to be matched or not, right? So if it has been matched, then we are getting system generated GSTR1 summary and then come into the GST return module. And from here, first you can upload the data. Upload data is very simple. You just need to select the period for which you want to upload the data, the month you select here, and the channel you select here. Once you select, I mean, these two things, you can easily get generate your, your payload. So then this payload will be get generated here. For example, now this is a payload. Now this payload for the month which I have selected is generated, and when you click on this save button, this entire data of GSTR1 for B2B section will be get uploaded on the GSTN server. So likewise, you can upload the data of B2CS for the same month. The payload will be get generated. You can click on the save button. This data is also get uploaded on the GSTN side. Then credit note, if there are credit note, then credit note. Since there is no credit note, that's why payload is not generated. Then HSN SSC summary. So system has generated the payload for HSN SSC summary. You just click on the save button. This data is again uploaded on the government GSTN server. Similarly, document issued. Again, your payload is generated, and this also you can upload to the GSTN server. So without login into the government portal, the same application, same platform give you direct connectivity with the GSTN server, so that entire data GSTR1 related, all B2B data, all B2CS summary, all your credit note summary, all your document issued HSN SSC summary, entire all data will be uploaded on the government GSTN server from here itself. No need to log in into the government portal. You can directly upload the data. Once you upload the data completely, then the next part is the return filing. So there is a basically two activity involves in the GSTR1 return filing. One is the data upload activity that we just seen, and second is the return filing. So we come into the return filing section, select GSTR1, again select the period for which you want to file the return. Now, since you are in a return filing stage, that's why the return will be filed only digitally signed, right? So before completing this return filing activity, you have to first digitally sign your return, and then only the digitally signed return will be accepted at the GSTN server, right? So for that, what we can do, software is a provision to configure your digital signature. Once you configure the digital signature, you need to just fetch that signature. Fetching signature is done, then just click on the return filing, your return will be get filed. So GSTR1, right from preparation, validation and verification, and then data uploading and return filing, entire this process flow is covered up in this two. It is very simple. The data from your CBS, the data from NPCI, both you can upload here, both you can import here. Once it is get imported, internally system will do the verification and the validation. Once the verification validation is done, system will give you the generated reports. that is GSTR1 summary in a GSTN format, even other reports also, to cross tally with your data, available data. If it is okay, then come into the GST return module. First do the data uploading activity and then take the return filing activity. So very simply, you can very easily and very simply and very quickly manage your GSTR one return file cycle. So this is a typical workflow for GSTR one, right? Now, second part is your GSTR 3B. Now GSTR 3B, for GSTR 3B, we required basically the purchase or the expenses record, right? Now we have two options. One is, if you are already managing your expense record in any other software or in your legacy system, if you have a provision to maintain your purchase record properly with all the details, then you continue that process, absolutely no issue. Just here we have the option to import that data in our system. Right. So what we are expecting in that case, if you are already maintaining your expense related transaction at your end, I mean at your software, or in whether it is a part of your CBS or whether you may have a separate inventory software also. If is your case, then just at the end of the month, export the data from your side and just import that data into our system so that we can further proceed the ITC computation reconciliation activity. And based on that, I mean, after reconciliation and ITC computation, you will get the system generated 3B. But in case if you don't have any such system at your end where you are maintaining all your expense transaction in detail, then we have the option where you can maintain all type of expenses, every type of expenses related to your goods purchase, expenses related to your services, expenses from registered vendor, from unregistered vendor, from deposit composite vendor or SEZ vendor. All category of vendor and all type of expenses will be managed from this single purchase invoice screen. Here we have an option whether the expense is from registered supplier, whether this expenses is from unregistered supplier, whether this expenses is from composite dealer. If it is through registered vendor, then you can select the registered vendor code so that all his detail, that means his GSTN number, contact person name, everything will be automatically get captured. And for this, we have a proper setup over here. So your supplier master, your customer master, you can manage here into here in the system. So we have a proper supplier master and the vendor master, item master, which will be help you to create your masters. And once the master has been available, so it is very easy for us to manage the purchase invoice entry into the system. Let me take an existing invoice. So already I have entered one invoice. So number of items, so item, its quantity, and the rate that you need to enter into the system. Automatically the applicable GST will be get calculated. Secondly, in case if ITC is in case if the TDS is applicable, then TDS is also calculated and deducted by the system, so that in one expense entry, it will not just take care your expense part, but it will even takes care your TDS calculation also. IT TDS, I'm talking about the IT TDS calculation. So IT TDS is also get calculated by the system, and based on that, your voucher is been get generated. So this is a my voucher, expense voucher, and this expense voucher is further posting in your legacy system also through API integration. So either you can provide me the all expense data, all purchase data, if you are having the provision at your end, then we can have the import facility also. Otherwise, we have the data entry option also. So this is your choice whether to go with the data entry at our end, or If you're already doing the data entry at your end, then just provide the data to import into the system, right? So once the data has been imported in this system, then we need to perform the reconciliation, and post reconciliation system will compute the ITC, right? So for reconciliation, recently we launched the latest version. So the latest version is now available with my new version. So let me demonstrate you the reconciliation part from the latest version. Yeah, in the reconciliation side, it's a reconciliation between the purchase, that means your purchase record, and the GSTR to be, right? So we already discussed and seen that either you like provide me the readily available data at every month end to import into the system all purchase data, or you can enter on regular basis all expenses data, purchase data in my system. Now at the end of the month, when the month is over, then you will get the 2B GSTR 2B file from the GSTN side. So we have the direct option, since we are directly connecting the software with the GSTN server, to download that GSTR 2B file here. From here, by just one click, the system allow you to download the GSTR 2B file. And once the GSTR 2B file is download and available in the system, then we can very easily perform this reconciliation part, right? So this reconciliation is in between the GSTR 2B and your purchase record. So here system give you that in the 2B file, in GSTR 2B file, we have total 169 records, and on purchase side, there are total 163 records. So taxable value as per your purchase register is this much, tax amount is this much, and as per your 2B, the taxable value is this much and your tax amount is this much. Now there is very just one record is get reconciled. So we can have a reconciliation also. Now, when we perform this reconciliation activity, what system will do? System will do the reconciliation between the 2B and the purchase record. Now, the records which is clearly get reconciled will be shown under the exact match section. So, under the exact match, you will get highlighted or listed those record which is clearly get reconciled. Now, in the single column mismatch. Now, what is mean by single column mismatch? That means there is total three such records out of those 169 something. That out of those, there are three such records uh, where single column information is not matching, rest of the things are match, right? So which are those single column? So there are two records in which invoice number is not match, but rest of the things are match. So let me check like which are those two records and how the invoice number is been mismatched. So this is the invoice number which is not is going to be match, right? So here you can have the those records highlighted with the invoice number also, right? Similarly, we have one record where party GSTN number is not going to match. So even we can take the highlight of those also. So yes, we can see like on GSTR 2B, the GSTN number is party GSTN number is different, and on purchase side, the GSTN number is different. So this way, system will identify you based on the reconciliation which record. I mean, after clear reconciliation, the unreconciled record also system try to find out their possible matches, and these possible matches where the just single column is not match, or where maybe more than one column is not match. For example, either two or either three column is not matching. So in such a depth way, I mean in such a complex and combination way, system try to find out the possible and the probable match so that you can take a very quick decision. Yes, system identified probable match is okay. For example, like there is one record where two columns, I mean two records are not match. So which are those two records? That also you can get highlighted. I mean you will get highlighted here by the system. And you can, if those record is okay, you can just consider, I mean you can just mark the okay, I mean like you can change their status from unreconciled to reconcile, so that those is again considered as a reconciled record. Now there are there is a possibility of 100% mismatch. So currently we don't have any record where 100% mismatch is found. But yes, there is a single column mismatch. There is a multi-column mismatch. In multi-column mismatch also, we have a almost 31 different combinations. So by this 31 different combination under multi-column mismatch, system tried to reconcile the record and find out the probable match. Secondly, under the single column mismatch, we have a 11 different combinations, right? So this will helps you to find out very quickly and complete your reconciliation activity. Now, next tab is not available in 2B. Now, totally in between the 2B and your purchase record, system has done this reconciliation, right? Now, and secondly, the records which is available in both the file, that means on 2B also as well as in purchase also, but either they are going to either they are reconciled, they are, I mean, having a complete match, or they have a minor mismatch, right? So those records system has already identified, system has already cleared. But what about those record which is either available only in purchase record, purchase register, or only available on 2B? So we have to take a decision on that also. We have to, I mean, system has to take a decision on that also, where this not available in TBU is very important. That means if the records which is downloaded, which is shown, I mean, which is reflected on your GSTR 2B, and you also aware that this 2B record is your purchase record, but unfortunately it is not available in purchase, and vice versa. The record is available in purchase but not available on 2B. So this two combination helps you to identify such records. Whether the record is available in our purchase but not in 2B, or those record which is not available in our purchase but available in 2B, right? So this two combination is very important. Out of these two combination, this first combination is more important. That record which is not available on 2B, but it is available on purchase, right? So if the record is available in purchase, that means you have already booked that invoice, purchase invoice, and you already paid the amount to the supplier, which includes the goods or service cost as well as the tax component cost also, charges also, right? So which is very important, because if the record is available in purchase but not in 2B, that means your supplier has not uploaded the invoice on his GSTR1. So that's why to address those, we have this separate bucket, and this bucket helps you to identify vendor wise which are those record. So if you click on the vendor's number, vendor's GSTN number, you will get the list of those invoices. So one by one, you can just click on the vendor's GSTN number, I mean supplier's GSTN number. You will get the list of those invoices which is not available on 2B, but it is already, these records are available in your purchase side. And this is a loss. If you're not taking any proper action, then it is a complete your ITC loss, right? So that's why this is very crucial, not available on 2B. And here we did automatic reporting also. Now automatic reporting to the vendor, you just need to click here. If you click here, the mail will shoot, I mean the mail will prepare by the system, and it will shoot, I mean it will I mean this email will be shoot to the vendor's email ID, along with the invoice number details. So this is very important. This is very important where like all such invoices will be reported to every individual vendor wise. So vendor wise, system allow you, vendor wise, the mail will be drafted by the system with their invoice numbers, and it will shoot to that particular vendor immediately. So that's why vendor wise we have segregated the invoices. We have not shown you in a one click all the invoices. We have segregated it vendor wise so that every vendor you can just shoot the mail, and all these invoice details will be automatically attached into that mail, and that mail will be sent to the your supplier. Similarly, the next bucket is the not available in purchase. That means the records available in to be, and you also aware that record is your purchase record, but due to some reason, maybe from your purchase department, from your account section, it is missed to take the entry in the books, right? Unless and until if you're not taking the entry into the books, you are unable to take the ITC again here, right? Because ITC already avail by your supplier, but due to non-entry at your end, you are unable to take that ITC. So for such records is also very immediately get reflected here, and that to be vendor wise. Why we have keep this vendor wise? Here also we have the mailing option. This mail is going to your purchase department or your account section who are responsible to take the purchase entry, right? So why they miss to take such purchase entry? So those entry will be reported here. So this mail is going to your purchase department, and they can take the further entry. Now, once this reconciliation is properly get done, then based on this reconciliation, the record which has been clearly get matched, the system will generate the 3B. So here you will get system generated 3B on a system. So no need to, do any export or manually do the reconciliation or anything. You have completely a system generated your 3B over here. So this is your system generated 3B, right? And this 3B you can 100% cross verify with your GL reports or any other purchase source of data. If it has been okay, then the same thing that we did earlier, come into the return filing section and complete the return filing activity. For example, like return filing similar to we have that we did for the GSTR1. The same process need to be proceed here also. Come into the return section. Now here also upload the GSTR3B data, and after uploading it, come into the return filing section, and from here with digital signature you can file your GSTR 3B into the system. So this is system generated 3B. If it is okay, you can just complete the return filing activity also from the system. Before return filing, before even like finalizing the ITC, because this ITC is a very crucial matter. So we have various dashboards also available in a system. That means as per to be how much ITC means CGST, SGST, IGST are there, and how much as per your purchase register. So as per to be, as per purchase, what are the values, where is the difference, why the difference are there, how to eliminate, how to like cover that difference. So everything that you can very easily uh, you know uh, uh, go like verify also everything you can properly find out the like proper reason also. So once you have the like differences, the difference figures, and with the help of reconciliation, maximum thing has been identified by the reconciliation itself. But beyond that also, if anything has been happened, so you can have here also some like figuratic differences. So those also you can find out in the records, available record. So 100% when everything has been okay, then finally you can complete your GSTR 3B and do the upload and return filing. And in case if you have a multi-state presence, if you have a multi-state branches. That means if you are doing, if you have a multi-state offices, then ISD is very important. Now we have even complete ISD functionality also, where you can book first of all your ISD invoice. That is the one thing. Uh, Once the ISD is get generated in a system, then system will do the ISD distribution, depend upon the number of GSTs that you are holding. That means number of state where you have your offices. So their turnover wise, I mean, every state, the total turnover that you have. So turnover ratio wise, automatically ISD will be get distributed. And once this distribution is automatically done by the system, you will get the GSTR6 generated, and that we can manage to file from here. So GSTR6, you can upload the GSTR6 from here, and then return filing also we can do from here with the digital signature. And last but not least, the very important part is your annual returns. So for your annual returns, we have GSTR 9, and complete under the 9 also we have a 9, 9A and 9C. So GSTR 9, GSTR 9A and GSTR 9C, everything you will get system generated, because finally every month we are preparing and uploading the monthly returns, that is the GSTR 1, GSTR 3B, GSTR 6, and based on that your GSTR 9, 9A, 9C will be get generated here. Even we have various such dashboards also available to get prepare this annual return also. And there you can, like for example, like GSTN wise, branch wise, vendor wise, so these are the different dashboard which helps you to properly verify all the records also. And once like all the records trace out in an annual return also. I mean, monthly, if monthly we are performing the reconciliation and we have addressed all the records on a month-to-month basis, if we settle down the records on month-to-month basis, definitely there is a very less load at the end of the year when we are preparing and filing the annual return. So even at the time of annual return also, we this multi, I mean, like dashboard options, dashboard reporting helps you to find out any record also. And by using this dashboard also you can clear up your annual return related reports also. And once it is get completed, I mean once it is get matched, you can file your GSTR annual return also. So GSTR 9, then 9A and 9C, that also you can file from the system, I mean from the same system. No need to again go here and there, right? So entire your monthly returns as well as your annual returns, under monthly also all the different types of returns will be taken care by the system. Every records before uploading to the GSTN side will be completely internally validated, internally verified by the system, and then only it will allow you to upload to the GSTN server. So that means that will eliminate, or that will reduce the chances of rejection from the GSTN side, right? So in such a way, this platform, this solution helps you to completely prepare your monthly and annual returns, and do comply your monthly and annual returns also. Apart from this, in a new versions, we are come up with the notices also. That means GST related notice in case if you get any kind of notices from the GSTN, so entire their dashboard, their reporting, their acknowledgement, everything you can manage from the portal from here itself. I mean from the solution here itself. And recently, invoice management system has been introduced by the government. So that invoice management system also you will get here integrated with the main this GST solution. So entire your income, expenses, GSTR1, GSTR3B, GSTR6, GSTR9, 9A, 9C, entire thing will be managed through the GST solution. So I hope I have covered, in a very brief or really in a summarized way the entire GST related functionality which is typically required for the financial institution. It may be a banks, it may be a credit society, or it may be NBFC. So more or less, this is typically that we design for the GST compliance solution for BFSI industry.